Okay, so if you're wanting to get the evil pitchfork inside a fish, this is exactly how we're gonna do this. So first things first, you're gonna need to come down into the luminescent cavern. And as a just a quick note in general, I'm just checking this thing real quick. So there is a beforehand requirement. So you're gonna get this item called the evil sigil when you complete the quest, and you need to craft a rod out of it, and it takes being level 500. So I will have a video in the top right corner on the best leveling guide. So if you are not level 500 yet, I'd recommend watching that. And then I'll also have a video, preferably now, if I can once again remember to, on how to get into the luminescent cavern, since we're gonna have to be down here. But our main objective is getting the evil pitchfork. So the first thing is there are a few different quests you're gonna have to do, but the first thing is gonna be getting into the crimson cavern. So I'm gonna be giving away every single used item in this video. So the first one is gonna be getting a crimson colossal blue sea dragon, I believe it's called. So this is gonna be from the luminescent cavern. It's gonna be the colossal blue dragon. You're gonna have to get it with the crimson mutation. Now you can appraise this, but I'll be giving one away, and every single giveaway, comment what you want, comment your Roblox username down below, leave a like. I'll be giving away every single thing necessary for this. So I'm going to be giving away a few of these crimson colossal blue sea dragons, and we're going to come in through here into this tunnel. I'm going to turn up my brightness and saturation to make it better for you to see, and you're going to come through here. So this is where you're going to first start the quest. You're gonna have to talk to this guy right here called the Crimson King. So you'll talk to him and you'll have to collect 5 fragments. Now I'm gonna start with probably the easiest one, which is gonna be inside of this area where you're gonna talk to Tilly right here. Now Tilly will want you to collect 5 plants, and these are as simple as walking around, clicking E on all 5 of these plants that just spawn around randomly, and then you'll come back and then you will get the first fragment, which is gonna be Tilly's fragment. Now we're gonna probably focus on some easier ones before we get to the last one, since the last one is the hardest, which is Wixie's, since that one has you doing a bunch of different random things. So we're going to do the next one, which is going to be Roko, which is going to be back inside of the luminescent cavern. Now this one is going to be one of the harder ones. You're going to have to get a colossal ancient dragon, and so once again I'm giving away this one as well. Now the colossal ancient dragon, you're going to come and talk to Roko right here. You're going to want you to get a colossal ancient dragon, something like this, and show it to them. Now when you show it to them, there's things like this, right? They're going to want you to show them it, and they will, after you show them it, you'll get the Roko fragment. Now how to get this, if you are wondering how to get the colossal ancient dragon for that fragment, what you're going to do is come into the crimson cavern once more, and you're going to have to pretty much use sundial totems till the colossal ancient dragon event or hunt is started. Now you can also use the radar, and it'll just spawn in this corner or section, I believe, and also in here will get dark and there will be like lightning around the water and all that, but it'll spawn in right there. It's relatively easy to catch, so it won't be too much of a bother. Now once you have that though, you can go and trade it in. Now for the next one, which is going to be the Vimble fragment, which is going to be right at the entrance of the luminescent cavern, is going to be right here. Now Vimble is going to want you to bring them 1 Atlantean emperor jellyfish and 1 Atlantean barbed shark. Now these are actually relatively simple to get, which I'll show you in a second, but once again we are giving away all of the requirements for this quest. So for this you're going to need 2 things. Firstly, you're going to need a Atlantean mutation, which is going to be achieved using the trident rod. Now I have a video on how to get the trident rod, which will be in the top right corner, but we're going to go over into the desolate deep with the trident rod. Now during a mutation surge, it's almost guaranteed getting it, or the mutation, but relatively I would recommend a mutation surge and an aurora just to make your life way easier on this quest. Now once you are in here though, you don't really need a designated zone, you just need a fish, and you have to use the trident rod. Since the trident rod has, I believe, as you see, a 30% chance to apply the Atlantean mutation. Now this is going to be relatively simple, but once again you're just going to have to fish up both of these fish. Now once again we'll be giving away both of them necessary for this, but my recommendation is if you do look at the bestiary, the first one, which is going to be the emperor jellyfish. So this one prefers the magnet bait during rainy weather. Now you can force rainy weather with a totem, which is going to be the tempest totem. So this will force rainy weather, not during night or anything necessary like that. And then for the bait, it wants magnet bait. So this is going to be right here, really common to get realistically, and since it has a really high referral luck of 200, you'll have a really good shot at getting it naturally. I would recommend getting Merlin's luck at Sunstone Island just to make your life way easier on all these catching, but once again you're just going to fish off through here, and then your highest chance for getting the barb shark is using the fish head bait. Now the fish head bait has a really high referral luck of 150, meaning you'll get a pretty good shot at catching it naturally that way. But once you have both of these, then you can head on back into the luminescent cavern, and then you can come on over back over to Vimble right here and trade him over. Now, once you've done that, you will get Vimble's Fragment, which is just going to put you one step closer to getting the Evil Pitchfork. Now, the next one is going to be the Wixie Fragment. Now, the Wixie Fragment is going to be I would honestly say the most annoying out of all of them. So what you're going to have to do is we're going to go back into Crimson Cavern. And so there is a little bit of like a section. So you're going to have to collect crystals. Now, these crystals are a bit of a pain to get, but when you talk to him, he's going to ask you to collect crystals. Now, the locations of these is relatively simple. So the first one is, Shoo, I'm collecting crystals, and you'll say, I can help. He says, good luck. They're very difficult to find. So first one's right here. Next one's right there. Then there's this one right here, which is over in this corner. Now, there is one more, but I believe I accidentally already collected it. Now we're going to go back on over to the Luminescent Cavern. We'll pop out right here. So the first one's right here in the Luminescent Cavern. I think I already collected it. Then there's this one right here, which is right by the entrance. And there's this one right here. And then the last one, I already claimed it, but it should be right there. And now we can head on back to Wixie, which is all the way back in Crimson Cavern. You'll talk to him. Hey, still struggling to find them all. Oh yeah, there's another one. So the last one in the Crimson Cavern's right here. I definitely forgot that one. And then also the last one is right here in this section. My bad for, being so misleading and a horrible person for forgetting those two. My mistake. I've collected them previously and then never finished the quest. So I thought I already had them, but it does reset every time you leave and maybe when you die, but I don't know. You probably shouldn't test it. So now we definitely have all of them. Oh, you really found all of them. Here's a fragment thing I found. Boom. Now we have Wixie's Fragment. But once you've done that, you're going to get Wixie's Fragment. So now what we're going to do is head on back into the Luminescent Cavern, and you're also going to need a second person for this final one. So the final quest needs 2 people, or a final if it's not the last one you do. Now what you're going to do is up here inside of this section, Kepo right here, you're going to have to pull this lever. Now over in the Luminescent Cavern, there is another lever, which you'll also have to pull. And once you pull both of them, you're going to have to do it about the same time since it's going to take 2 people. Over here, you're going to have to come in here, and there's going to be another lever right here. So you're going to have to pull both of these levers at the same time. You do need 2 people to do it technically, but realistically, if you are fast enough, I don't see that happening. But if you're fast enough, you can pull both of them. As you see, there's about like I think a 15 to 20 second delay before it switches back. Now, once you've pulled both of them, it'll say like a strange rumbling has appeared. Now, what you're going to need to do is you're going to have to come back out to the entrance of the Luminescent Cavern. And once again, you're going to have to be moving very fast. So I would recommend setting your spawn in the Luminescent Cavern so you can use a Conception Conch just to teleport back. And then you're going to come out and swim into the Desolate Deep near the Mysterious Crack. And then you're going to come out here. Now, it is hard to see, I'm sorry for that, but this little gray or light gray section, which is right outside the entrance by this green crate, this is going to open up and there's going to be the last fragment in there. Now, once you've fully completed this, you're going to go back over to the Crimson King to like collect your reward or whatever. And this is where you're going to get what's called the Evil Sigil. So the Evil Sigil is what we're actually going to use to get the Evil Pitchfork. Now, also as a note, if you need help with any of these quests, you can comment down below. I will be helping some people out, or join my Discord server. I'll be helping especially there, but comment down below. Once again, we're also giving away all of the necessary things. But you're going to talk to him and he will give you the fragment. Now, the next thing you're going to have to do is go to Ancient Isles into the Ancient Archives to physically craft it. Now, once again, if you don't have this unlocked either, comment down below. I'll help people out unlocking it. Or you can join my Discord server where people are actively also trying to unlock it. But once you are at Ancient Isles, you're just going to use this glider or this zip line. Use your glider, come through the waterfall into this section right here. You already know how to craft. That's the easiest part of this whole thing. Then you're going to come in here. Now, once we're in here, this is the Ancient Archives. This is where you're actually going to be able to craft multiple rods, but we're going to come in here for the crafting part. Now, in here, you're going to have to use the Evil Sigil that you just obtained. For 20 million, you're going to be able to craft the Evil Pitchfork. As you see, I've already crafted it, and this is one of the best rods just in general for grinding. I'm going to be using this really anything. So it is going to have a 5% chance, or not a 5% chance, 25% chance to get the Siren Spite mutation, and I believe a 10% chance to get the Evil mutation, which is a 15x. But then as you see, 150% lure speed, 120% luck, minus 0.1 control, so I'd recommend getting the Herculean mutation, minus 10% resilience, max kg, and it has a slashing ability. But pretty much for the most part, that's pretty much it for the video. Once again, we're giving away all the items, and make sure you do join the Discord server, comment if you need anything. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.